Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I had just done a community theater show, so there were a lot of prospects of gals to take.
Oh, wait. What? Can you? Can we?
Oh, I'll say it again.
Yeah,
I'll say the whole. I'll say
Can we
the whole
circle
thing
back?
again.
Can you say that one more time? Okay, so are you like ready to talk about our movie today?
Yeah, like I suppose I can't do Lisa Kudrow. I can't. It's a bad start for me, but good start for you.
I knew exactly who you were. I knew exactly. I could have picked
I nope, can't. Nope, lost it.
it.
Not
Lost it.
happening.
Did you ever have it?
Never had it, never will. But I do a great Courtney Cox.
Oh yeah.
No, it's normal. She has a pretty normal
I was
voice.
gonna say,
There's nothing really particular about
I
it.
would be impressed to hear it. Can you believe that this is our 8th episode? Am I right in that? 8th
Of this season?
of the season?
Yeah.
8 of 8?
Yeah, don't worry, folks. You're almost done. Your obligation to us is almost concluded for the summer.
We're almost out of your misery,
Yeah.
but not quite yet.
But not quite. You got a
But
couple
not
more.
quite yet.
But not quite yet. Like, she talks out of the side of her mouth the whole time, too. It's really
Mm.
interesting character work.
It's wild.
Yep.
It's really wild. We'll get into it.
So I just expelled this movie into the toilet. I just got done taking
Oh
a
God,
big,
Ty,
huge poo.
don't tell people this.
And I feel better.
Yeah.
And that's what I would tell everybody after they watch this movie is like, let it out. Whatever you need, whatever you've got brewing inside you, whether it's love, whether it's hate, whatever it is, just let it out.
Yeah. Last night, so we watched this actually last night, and after it, we got done kind of late with it, and you were like, I think we should go into the podcast.
I was like,
think
let's
we
go.
should just go.
I'm ready. I got things to say.
I know, and I was just mentally, emotionally, and maybe spiritually exhausted from this film that I needed a break.
It takes you back to a time.
Mm,
I had
mhm.
compared this movie to like Night at the Roxbury. Like I said, like I'm kind of feel like this was kind of a Night at the Roxbury vibe, and I think that's fair. I like Night at the Roxbury a little bit more. It has like a little bit of Wayne's World in it. It's got like, but what I really think it like the conversation it belongs in is like with Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, or like Corky Romano. It like belongs in this like other subsect of the comedy that probably deserves even less respect than like your Zoolander, than your Wayne's World,
Oh, yeah,
things like that. It actually is
absolutely.
like a subcategory of like, I don't even know what you want to call it. I was gonna call it trash comedy, but like people who love this movie, I don't want to dog on it. It has some moments that are kind of funny.
It has like one moment that's funny. It has one moment that's like, I get it. That part was great. I love it.
What? Take me through. Take me through the choice, because I showed you Running Man, but I actually think Running Man's still like, it's like watching.
fun.
It's still watching professional wrestling. It's like watching an episode of WWE.
Yeah.
But when you decided on Romeo and Michele, it reminds me of when I maybe decided on Camp. It's
Yeah.
like,
What was I thinking?
Yeah,
is
like,
what
what was
you
going
want to
on?
know?
what was going on
What
here?
you may be asking yourself
when you came up with the choice.
when you thought about what you were doing. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so a part of it was I've only seen this movie one time.
Oh,
One time, and
that's
it was
fascinating.
probably in '98. So it was it was a rental.
Yep.
I used to think that Speed was the first rated R movie that I had ever watched. I think it was actually this film.
Okay.
I watched this at
Speed came out earlier than this, though.
Yeah, but the circumstances around which I watched Speed
Yeah.
would make me think that was later, because I watched that with a boy. And I wouldn't have
You
watched
watched Speed with a boy?
I watched Speed with a boy. And
Was this one of your early boyfriends?
Yes, this was my earliest boyfriend.
Your
Not earliest,
boyfriend.
not earliest, but like my big time first boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Um,
okay, so this is like 6th, 7th grade-ish?
Yeah, so that would have been like 6th, 7th, or 7th grade, right? Because we weren't a couple until then.
You didn't watch Speed till 7th grade?
Right.
I had already
Yes.
seen Speed probably 20 times by the time you first watched Speed. And
It was rated R.
And let me ask you this question. Did you really watch it, Rach?
Yeah, I watched it.
Or does it need to go on the list? Because if you
I watched
if you were
it.
necking during the whole movie, I'll be honest with you, it's going on the list. And viewers, I would promise you next season we'll get to Speed. Have you seen
I watched
Speed?
it. I watched
Have
it.
you seen it?
Yes.
Look into my eyes. You keep looking
I'm
away.
looking into your
no,
eyes.
you looked up again. You looked up. Look into my
Oh, no,
eyes.
am I lying?
Yeah.
How long do I have to look into your eyes?
Now say I've seen Speed.
I've seen Speed.
Oh, she winked. She winked, viewers.
No, I saw it.
I can't prove it to you because it's a podcast, not a
Yeah,
vidcast,
we don't have video, so you'll never know.
Hey, let me just say something out loud.
Let's go on this trajectory.
So podcasts are a depreciating medium right now. We're seeing it. They hit its apex like around 2020, 2021.
Which
We're
makes
seeing
sense.
a retraction.
Everybody
since
at
COVID.
one point or another was like, I'm going to do a podcast, as you should. I think everyone should do a podcast
Let
once
your
in their
voice
life,
be heard.
right?
Yep. But what we're seeing now in the industry is an expansion of video casts and people just doing their podcast, but putting the 2 cameras up that capture their faces. Nothing really special.
Yeah.
But you're able to like see their faces. If that is something that you want, we can provide it.
No, we can't. We don't want to do that.
We can.
You don't want that.
I want to know that you want it, though.
No, nobody wants this.
You have to come to me, kind of like with advertising, which I know nobody wants. So
I wish you had more ads.
I wish you guys had some ads. I'd like to know what you're going to hawk to me every episode. But if you want a video cast, if you want to see our mugs, I can make this a reality. I just don't know how many of you really want it, though. And it can't just be 5 of you. It has to be a lot of you. And so we are seeing numbers go down, and that is something that like a lot of podcasters are doing to counterbalance that. But I'm not going to put the work in unless you guys tell me you want it.
No, hard pass on my part. We'd have to get ready. You can't be in the mismatch outfit that you're in.
I want you guys to know.
T-shirt.
Here's what I'm potting in right now. Rach is in a twin shirt, like pajamas almost, twin shirt, and then like pajama bottoms. I am in a Hawaiian shirt that I wore out last night to dinner. I told Rachel I was dressing like a 65-year-old man. I was wearing a Hawaiian shirt up top, and I have Captain America underwear. And that's it.
Oh, yeah, you're in your boxers.
I'm in my boxers.
You don't want
I have no
this.
pants, but I can situate the camera to be waist up. I can still be in underwear. So
I mean, you're making it sound more enticing than it is. Now people want to tune in because you have a Hawaiian shirt on. Like, that's cool.
yeah. You know what we'd have to get? We'd have to get merch for every movie that we're going to do.
Merch?
We'd have to have movie T-shirts.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, we're doing this movie. We're doing The Running Man. We better get our Running Man shirts on.
Honestly, that would be really fun to dress up as, like, or just, either merch or just, like, to dress in character.
Or have a prop
have a theme.
from the movie that sits, like a mock prop that sits
Yeah,
out.
like for Running Man, like I'd have, like, a light bright hat that I would just make. I would just tape little light brights all over my face.
And I would, like, put on, like, a really tight, slick uniform. That looks like a
little onesie.
Yeah, like a little onesie.
Remember the prom? You got so thin by then.
I was so lucky getting mono. That was like the best diet ever.
Meet Romy and Michele.
Remember that time I barfed from really bad Mexican food? So gross.
I hate throwing up in public.
Oh, me too. Oh,
They walk the walk.
God, this underwear is totally riding up my butt.
They talk the talk.
Romy, did you lose weight? All I've had to eat for the past 6 days are gummy bears, jelly beans, and candy corn.
God, I wish I had your discipline.
But at their high school reunion,
Are you going?
I'd rather put this out in my right eye.
Okay.
they'll be in a class by themselves.
We can go to the reunion and just pretend to be successful.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so I think that this was possibly my first rated R movie.
Wow.
If I'm being honest, and Mom and Dad, I don't know if you knew this. I know you probably didn't, but this was like at a sleepover. I think my best friend at the time, had rented it. So how else would we have seen it? And her parents thought it was okay for us to watch it, and we just did.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad
for
for
a rated
cussing.
R,
They talk
but-
about sex, but like there's nothing really dirty that happens in it.
Yeah. The rated R doesn't, like, what makes this rated R doesn't pay off for the film.
This actually they should have just taken away some of that stuff and made it PG-13
Yeah,
to get a
probably
wider audience.
It might have done better. because the one F-bomb that they use, and then I don't know, maybe two a little bit more explicit, like
She
things.
talks about HJs at one point.
Yeah.
They like talk about some sexual stuff pretty graphically, but
Mhm.
like other than that, I think they could have got away with PG-13 pretty
I
easily.
feel like you could get away with PG-13 now.
With
like-
what it had, I think it had a little too much cussing.
A little too much cussing.
A little too much cussing.
Too much cussing for
Poop
you,
damn
huh?
fart? Is that what you always say?
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, we cussing? Poop damn fart.
So Ty, if you would, first off, I don't even think we said the name of this film yet. This is
We're watching Romy and Malik's high school reunion. We're watching
Nope.
Mooney and Michelle's make a porno. We're watching Zach and Miri's high school reunion. I was coming up. I didn't remember the name of this.
These
for
were
the
all like
life
sincere
of me.
attempts.
Yeah, I was like, we're watching Romy and Michelle's, and then there was one point where, I was all over the place.
All over the place. Can you, without looking at your notes, can
Yep.
you tell me right now
Uh-huh.
what is the name of this film?
I'm not 100% sure.
I know you're not, which
but
is why I'm going to
I
make you do
feel
it.
pretty good. I think it's Romy and
Uh-huh.
Michelle's high school reunion.
You got it. You got it. You nailed it, babe.
Yeah.
You nailed
but
it.
Ask me in a week. I won't
No.
remember this.
No, let's all block this out in a week, shall we? Let's just move on from this. You had asked what possessed me to do this to us.
Yeah.
Again, so
Payback.
payback, I guess, but like to myself as well. That's not fun. I was just as emotionally spurned as you were during this.
Oh, okay. That's good
So-
to know.
so
I didn't know if you were having the time of your life. or
No,
not.
I saw this one time. One of the reasons why I thought this would be good to do now is because more recently there were talks. God help us all. There were talks about a sequel
Oh.
coming out to this soon. So a part of me is like, oh, cool. Well, maybe by the time this is out,
Mhm.
there'll be more talk about that, more hubbubaloo. Both of the gals are going to be executive producers on it. Like, it's happening. It's in the works.
It's gonna happen.
I think it's going to happen
Wow.
as much as
this
anyone
feels like
could
a
think.
direct to streaming for sure. Like no theatrical
Yeah,
release.
but like direct to streaming, like you say that, like that's a bad thing. Like
Sure.
Netflix movies are great sometimes.
Coming to America too. Happy Gilmore too. Like it feels like
Exactly.
it's gonna live in
It-
that kind of world.
That it would honestly, that's rarefied air. It would be lucky to be in that world, I'll say.
I thought you picked this movie because this is the summer of our 20-year reunion,
Mm-hmm.
which my 20-year reunion never even got off the ground. Yours has been stuck in purgatory. I think
Yep,
they've been
yep.
trying to like figure out what to do, and I think they finally settled on something. But
Mhm.
I don't think we're gonna go, right?
I don't know. It'll depend on. I know when it's at. It kind of depends on like our summer schedule. I think it's like in August and or September. I gotta
Oh.
double check.
Whoa.
That's a dicey time for
That
us.
you might be going solo. I give you permission to go see those guys solo.
I would have a tough time going solo. I would. Yes, I did also pick this because it's our 20th this summer. I thought
Mhm.
that would be fun, and we'll talk about reunions more. But
Now let me ask you this question.
okay,
We made a short last
I was also gonna
last
talk about
summer that was about 20-year reunion, and it was
Mhm.
kind of gearing up like the year before, thinking about a high school reunion.
Mhm.
And a lot of the concepts from your short were kind of present in a roundabout way.
Mhm.
Rach was the screenwriter of that short.
Mhm.
In this movie,
Yeah.
did you steal everything from Romy and Michele?
I feel like I did. I feel like
If you watch our short, folks, you will see that this is like a complete fabrication. But
why did I pretty much make Romy and Michelle's high school reunion into a short?
yeah, pretty much. You did it.
But who's Romy and who's Michelle? Because you and I are both those characters.
I know.
probably.
I think I am Michelle and you are Romy.
That's only because I can do the Romy.
Yeah, that's true.
That wasn't her. That wasn't an attempt at
You'll
doing
break
her.
into it throughout the podcast. I'm
It'll
sure.
come, and then we'll want to die.
Oh, I had Phoebe and Michelle's reunion is one thing I said too.
Oh, yeah.
That's played by Lucy Kudrow.
Very good.
Amy and Raimi, that was one that I thought it was.
We've already talked about it a little bit, but anything from another synopsis standpoint that you want to like touch on for people who maybe have not seen this film?
To be honest, this movie is kind of like Spice World in the sense that there is like a very kind of loose plot that's holding it
Yeah.
together. It's more tied together than that. That's not completely fair. But it is similar in that similar vein that then it has like gags and like sketches that almost are written in to expand the movie and make it longer.
Yep.
And once again, like Corky Romano, like it's very much like those movies.
Those
And
B or C level comedies.
yeah,
I would
we
say.
call the SNL movies, you know.
but the C level of the SNLs.
Yep. Yep. Superstar. And so the whole plot line kind of revolves around these two high school best friends who now they live in LA. They moved from Tucson and they're trying to make this life of themselves, and they seem to like their lives. But then they kind of get into the whole like comparison game as they're getting ready to go back to the high school reunion. They want to make their lives look cooler, so they're trying to get jobs and boyfriends, and they make up a lie and they go back and they tell everybody that they made Post-it notes. And then chaos ensues.
I do think that's a fun lie to say what you invented.
Yeah, I do too.
That stuck with me. I remembered the Post-it thing.
Sure. Yep. What would you say that you made up if you could make up something?
If I could say that I invented something,
Yeah,
it wouldn't be as big as Post-its.
It'd be
It would
smaller,
be
right?
a better lie than that. It would be.
You know those stretchy
know.
material in your hats that makes it fit a little bit better? I used elastic and things like that, but I had like a composite material that I blended together with it to make the elasticity in your hats, so it has a little more give.
Oh, nice. You even have like a little backstory there.
Yeah.
That's a good lie.
What's funny is they bought out my patent, and then within a year somebody made a better one, and now that's what it's used in your hats. So then it's like
Ooh, nice.
I made money
Nice.
and profited off of it, but then it's not really in use anymore because somebody made something even better.
Yeah.
It's also like humbling. It's like, I'm just out here messing around having a good time.
Yeah. You seem way more approachable now.
Yeah.
I feel like now that.
And they'd be like, well, what's in the formula? I'd be like, oh, I don't know. You'll have to ask my hat guy. Like, I was more of just like the marketer and the guy who came up with the business plan. I didn't really even do any of the science stuff.
It's not bad. Do you want to try it? Should we try it?
Sure.
I know social media kind of like forces people to know more about you than they should, but let's, at my 20th, if we go, you can be the elastic hat guy if you'd like.
You could be, I'm just looking at things in our closet. You could be the person who comes up with the finisher medals at 10Ks.
Oh, fun.
That's what your job is. You design those.
I design those.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, but what if someone wants to hire me for my services?
Oh, be like, I actually only work with certain clients. I
Yeah,
have like
yeah.
a buyout kind of situation, so I can't do independent
I
work.
wish.
I wish.
Aw.
I'll let you know if they ever live me off because I would love to do some independent stuff. There you go. Boom.
Ty Hudson, you were really good at this game. Must be all that acting you do. Some taglines for this film. The blonde leading the blonde.
Okay.
A comedy of blonders.
Gosh, it's all about the blonde part, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's a big thing in this.
Apparently. And then the last one. Coming soon to theaters everywhere. Okay.
But you couldn't. So if you heard that in the tag, like it was a verbal tag, that one works. But if you're just reading it,
You wouldn't know.
that one doesn't mean anything to you.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's too much about blonde stuff. It feels like Legally Blonde, and that makes sense to me.
Wishes.
That makes sense. Like it's blonde is in the title. Blonde is centers around like kind of a ditzy blonde actually being really smart and proving everybody wrong. This doesn't really feel that way.
Is it weird that I know both of these characters are blonde, but I honestly was just thinking now, I don't really associate blonde with dumb anymore.
I don't either.
Like,
No.
it actually took me like way back, like decades back to think, oh yeah, that's right. We used to associate being blonde with being stupid.
Yep.
But I don't think that way anymore. I don't feel that
No.
is portrayed the same way anymore, right?
I don't think so. And even like I'm trying to think of like college age and stuff. We never talked about like, oh, she's blonde, so she's an idiot. We didn't really ever talk like that. Like
Yeah.
even back before we kind of cleaned everything up as millennials, I feel like that's not really a thing. Like the stereotypes of hair color.
Yeah.
I think that was a thing more for like the boomer generation
feel
and
like
maybe even
you-
before that. Like the greatest generation would talk about that in like
Sure.
Hollywood. Hey, if she's a redhead, she is more this compared to a brunette. And
Yeah.
I don't think we really talk like that anymore.
Yeah, I feel like the only time I've ever heard like a blonde joke or something about like, well, she's blonde would be out of a boomer's mouth. I don't
Sure.
know. I
Yep.
can't think of the last time I've heard anyone make a joke like
I've
that.
heard girls make jokes at their own expense, like, "Oh, that's my blonde showing," like things like that. I have heard that,
Sure.
but it's always been self-deprecating
Yeah,
humor.
that's also self-aware, so that tells me like, well, that's you're smart.
Yeah.
You're so I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's kind of an antiquated.
Yeah,
now.
I was just kind of struck by that just now, thinking like, blonde jokes. That's not even. At least maybe it is, but in my world, in my circle, we've moved on. We've evolved. We don't care about that anymore.
We don't even see hair color anymore.
I don't even see hair color.
That's from Portlandia, right? Yeah, I don't even see hair color. I just see like a orb, like a face, like floating in the air.
Yeah, they're talking about seeing gender. Like, I'm a feminist. I don't even see gender anymore.
That's what
Are you a girl? Are you a boy? I don't know.
That's it, guys. We solved feminism.
We solved it.
How can we get more credit for solving feminism? That's what the boys are debating in one scene. It's so funny. How can we get more credit for solving feminism?
That show is it's just delightful.
Now that is sketch comedy done really
good.
well.
And it doesn't always hit, but like
Nope.
it honestly,
hit.
but when it hits, it slays.
Yeah. Yep.
It's so
And you
good.
always respect what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I
Yep.
get where they're going, even if it's like not a joke for me. I get the sense of it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Well, back to this film. I'll get through it. We'll have a good time. So the director of this, his name was David Merkin. This was his directorial debut.
Not shocking in the least. There's a
Yeah.
lot of things that I was like, this makes no sense. Like, it feels like you're a little kid who got a camera for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Prior to this, he had been a showrunner and a producer for The Simpsons,
Okay.
season 5 and 6 specifically, and then he goes on to do like Heartbreakers after this.
I don't know that.
Oh, I'm afraid to show you that one.
Why do you say that?
That's got J-Love in it.
Oh.
She's looking fine.
Yeah?
In that one.
In
Mhm.
Heartbreakers.
Heartbreakers, yeah. Susan Sarandon is her mother, and they're kind of like these two crooks. They go around and like cheat people cheat bachelors out of money.
I've seen like scenes from it.
Ray Liotta is in it, I believe. I don't remember who her love interest is, but
And so Jennifer Love Hewitt's like seducing everybody?
yes,
Oh,
seducing
wow.
everybody.
That would be a time.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, she plays into those curves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should check it out.
She was recently saying on the new I Know What You Did Last Summer press tour that she thinks that everybody is very disappointed by how she looks now.
Yeah, which is so
Like she
stupid.
feels like when she meets people, they're like, oh, this is what you look like now? Like I remember what you used to look like back in the 90s. Like they still want her to look exactly the same.
Yeah, like she can't like grow and have like 3 children and like be a human being and like be a healthy weight. Yeah, it makes me mad. I'm mad for her.
Yeah.
I feel sad for her.
Are you going to
actually.
see the new I Know What You Did Last Summer?
God no. I would never see that.
So this guy did Heartbreakers?
He did Heartbreakers.
Is Heartbreakers good?
Better than this.
Oh, okay.
I would say.
All right. So he learned some things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the story is just better and it's funnier and I think it's better.
Who
Which
wrote
is
this
wild.
movie?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Actually, no. Yeah, we'll get to that right now. So this actually started off, get this, as a stage play. It was adapted from a play called The Ladies' Room, which
Okay.
came out in 1988. And this play takes place in a Mexican restaurant's bathroom, and it has 2 characters, these 2 girls, Romy and Michele. Lisa Kudrow actually was the character of Michele in the play version.
Oh.
And the author, Robin Schiff, we'll say Schiff, based these 2 girls on 2 girls that she saw on the Sunset Boulevard club scene who would always like show up in matching outfits. Like they got dressed up together. So that's basically, she saw these 2 people and thought, she saw these 2 people. It's a girl. And thought that this deserved our attention.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, and I was just looking up plays and stuff. It doesn't look like they did very much else besides that.
Yeah. So Ladies' Room is the play. Obviously,
Ladies' Room.
I like the concept of it, but
I think it could be
the
good.
setup
I
is
don't know.
interesting to me. I don't know what the dialogue is like at all. But
How long is the play is my question. Because that's a long time to take place in a bathroom
right.
with just 2 characters.
The play, prior to this being made into a film, was adapted into a sitcom pilot called Just Temporary. Don't know about that title. It wasn't picked up. Shocker that
Absolute
someone was
shocker.
like,
Yep.
nah, I don't think so. And I think they thought it wasn't picked up because they didn't think that audiences could tolerate these characters.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think like, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
You got it.
Absolutely. I mean, like, I'm annoyed when I watch 2 Broke Girls, and that show like actually has like a concept that's rotating around,
Yeah.
and the performers in that show aren't bad,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
I'm still annoyed by the characters.
Sure.
I don't know what that says about me. Like, I can't just like hang out with waitresses or whatever. Like, but I'm annoyed.
Yeah, I think that's more about like the writing and the sitcom feel of it. Sitcoms have had their day and had their time, and sometimes it's great to go back. Like I do love watching a Friends episode with the laugh track on it, or Seinfeld with a laugh track.
Yep.
But it's different, and that writing's better. So that's what I'd have to say to them. Around this time, though, Touchstone was looking for a female version of a movie you already said.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah,
could
you feel it? They just were trying so
they
hard.
wanted Wayne's World so bad.
Yeah. Schiff wasn't sure if her play or these characters would translate to film, but then had the idea like, well, what if we put them going to their high school reunion? That's kind of like a fun circumstance, which... Girl, I feel the same way. Like when I went to write my first screenplay, I also thought putting my characters in a high school reunion would be really fun. Just kind of like poke and prod at them. So I like the plot device.
Sure.
Obviously, it's a great plot device. The director said that these women characters are ones that they hadn't at this time really seen before. They had so many few female buddy movies written for women.
Yeah.
Women at this point didn't get to do like odd, strange, self-involved roles like this. So that's why the director also wanted to sign on for it.
There's a conversation about that. Like the female friend movie almost always has like female friends like falling out and realizing like, oh, maybe we aren't friends, and then being like, oh, we do need to be friends, compared to male friendship movies sometimes never go through that arc.
Yeah, does that never like a Wayne's World thing?
Sometimes they do, but sometimes it's just like, no, each friend is doing their own thing, and then they're like, also then they come back together, but it's not because they're like, I don't know if we're going to be friends anymore. It's usually like a girl friendship movie that's like, no, we're not friends. Nope, you're my best friend.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's like a thing.
Insight into that relationship
explored.
Dynamic. I will say, or maybe this is a question for the end, but I'm going to ask it now anyways, because why not? Did Romy and Michele walk so that Bridesmaids could run? Do we give it that much credit? Does it deserve that much credit?
It's a part of the pathway to Bridesmaids, but it did nothing to build a foundation for Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids' foundation is more built off of like the backs of like female comedians' rise throughout the 2000s, like your Tina Fey, Amy Pollard,
and the SNL gigs,
and their SNL, and then converting into television, and so that was more like Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig were built off the backs of Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. I would say that's more of what that conversation is.
Yeah,
but I mean, this is part of like I appreciate that we do like a female-centric comedy, and like the men are very much relegated to side roles. Like you really don't care about any of the dudes. And so, I mean, like, yeah, I could see it a little.
Yeah.
Tiny bit. Like they put the paver sand down before like the people, like they had already like deconstructed everything, and they put some paver sand down. Like they had like one bag.
I like
and
it.
they had to go for a mile.
Yeah.
And so it was just a little sprinkling. They're like, you're going to need way more paver sand. Don't worry about it. You guys just go home. We got the rest of it.
That's exactly it. That's what they did. They put down the paver sand for a portion of it.
Yep.
I like it because we have to honor what was done, even if we, I mean, you and I in this closet, don't think it was the best. We have to still honor the steps that it took to get us to where we are today.
Sure.
Where we can have smart comedies that focus on women and focus on
like Bride Hard.
Yeah, like Brideheart. I feel like now we've like come full circle, and now
that movie's maybe gonna win a Razzie this year.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently, it's terrible.
Haven't seen a single trailer for it. Just saw a poster of it.
That's because they're trying to hide it. They're trying to hide it. I just want you to know. That's why you didn't see anything about it. Yeah. They knew how bad it was. They're like, we're not putting any marketing dollars into this. Release it to the theaters. It'll be in there for like 2 weeks. All right, pull it. It's terrible. Just let it die.
I bet most of the listeners listening right now are like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's the new Rebel Wilson comedy.
Yeah, apparently.
You will know about it when it hits streaming, and you think to yourself, oh, Bride Hard, kind of like Bridesmaids with Rebel Wilson. This might be funny. And you start to play it, and you realize it's maybe one of the worst movies of all time. I haven't seen it, but that's what the backlash
for sure,
is. So.
But that's that's the vibe going in. So casting for this, obviously, Lisa Kudrow had it in the bag because she was already that character on stage.
Yep. How far into Friends is she?
Wish I could tell you that. I don't know. I actually tried
when do you think
to.
Friends started?
Again, this is not that podcast. This is not the Friends podcast. I'm sure there are many that exist. 97, she was already doing Friends at this point, I believe.
Friends first came out in 94.
Yeah, okay.
Until
so
2004.
Well into it. So probably
So
peak Friends.
She's 3 seasons in. I wonder if Chandler and Monica just hooked up in the bathroom, and Ross just said Rachel's name at the wedding. That's the peak. That's the peak of the series, I think.
You know Friends so well. Why do you know Friends so well?
Oh, well, I know that moment in time. That was incredible. I remember watching that season finale and being like, my mind was blown. And I was probably, 9 years old?
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is crazy.
This is great TV.
Yeah.
But somebody else who met with the director for the role of Romy was Toni Collette.
Oh, interesting.
Which would have been interesting.
It would have been. Yep. I saw Toni Collette in like an early career movie though, and it wasn't very good. And so I think Toni Collette's like gotten better with age.
She needed some time
Yep.
to hone her craft. So the studio actually.
Oh, that was season 4. It was after this.
What was?
When Ross says Rachel's name and all that stuff.
Oh,
The
okay.
peak. But
So
they're
we're
on
getting
the
there.
rise.
We're on the rise.
They're like season 3-ish.
Everyone's tuning in. We're hooked. We are hooked. Yeah. So that kind of helps you place this in her career. Like she's on fire right now. She can do whatever she wants, and this is what she wants to do.
Sure.
Yeah. So the studio then offered it to Mira Sorvino,
Okay.
who is
I know
our
that name.
Romy. You do know that name.
Oh, because she plays Romy.
Because she plays Romy.
Oh, okay.
That might be one reason why you know
I
it.
saw that name recently, but I don't know how. Oh,
Yeah.
in the credits.
But get this. So prior to them offering her this role, she had just won an Oscar.
Get out of here.
I know. That's probably my craziest fact.
She won an Oscar?
She won an Oscar the year before this.
Well, for what?
She won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for Mighty Aphrodite, which is a Woody Allen movie.
Oh, okay.
So.
Wow.
I know.
That is stunning.
I know. Right.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, she was a hot ticket, so much so that they thought it was going to be a long shot offering this role to her. They thought, I mean, it probably should have been. Mira should be like flying high right now. She's an Oscar winner. Like she's not going to want to do this. But she decided, you know what? I will do this film because I had an awful time in high school and I'd like to do this. I'd like to right that wrong.
You want to tell that story?
I want to tell this story.
So, do you think because she just won an Oscar, obviously she's going to get like a bevy of offers to do more mainstream things.
Everything and anything.
Yep, whether it's comedy or whether it's drama, the world's going to open up to her after her Oscar win. We just saw this with Mikey Madison. She just turned down being the love interest for Ryan Gosling in the Star Wars movie. She was tied to it, and then she won the Oscar, and she's like, I don't need to do this shit. I'm going to go do something that actually has meat to it. And so she dropped the role, dropped a huge paycheck and everything.
So you dropped all money with that.
And you dropped the opportunity to make out with Ryan Gosling.
I think that was actually a pretty stupid move
really?
On her part. I do.
Yeah.
I'm a big star. I like Star Wars. Being in a Star Wars film would not be like a downgrade. I mean, that's
especially
peak.
a Gosling starring.
A Gosling starring, like you're basically gonna.
But she said the role was. She described the role as I look dreamily at Ryan Gosling for the entire movie and barely have anything to say.
Mm-hmm. But that can change.
Yeah,
you can
That's
show
true.
another side like to the team and to the director, and you can be written in more, and you can be written out of a film. We saw that. Hello, George Clooney in. God, what was that film that we watched? The war one where George Clooney was at like the end and he thought he was the star of the film.
Oh, Thin Red Line.
Thin Red Line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can, depending on the director, you can totally make it your own. And that also like would put her more in a trajectory of where she could be like the next like Scarlett Johansson type, right? Someone who can cut their teeth doing like indie stuff. Got some Oscar buzz early on, but then can do the big budget things, but then can also decide to go back and do like a Wes Anderson whenever she wants.
Sure.
You know, like
yeah.
Like that's the path you're setting for yourself. And I'll be honest, that's a great path.
Sure.
I don't know. You can like set your compass wherever you want. You don't have to. Whatever.
Well,
you do you, boo. You
so
do you.
The gal who played Romy, though, she set her compass to be in this movie.
Yeah.
And do you think that this tanks her career?
I mean, she didn't do much after this.
So it was an absolutely terrible decision. You had the world opened up to you. You could have done anything. And then you do this movie, and everything is just washed away.
Yeah. I don't say that she didn't do other films. She did other films.
Sure.
But like
as far
this
as
is what she's known for.
As far as The Climb.
Yeah. She's not known for her Oscar
success.
win. I don't know her from her Oscar win. I know her from this.
Yeah.
If I saw her, I'd be like, oh, she's Romy. She's Romy.
Is she a brunette or is she a blonde?
No, she's blonde.
Oh, she is. So they did the brunette was like a wig? Because she's a brunette at one point?
When she's younger, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was confused. I was like, I don't know what her hair color looks like.
You are so funny. You, like, with hair color, sometimes I think, like, you can't tell, like, is she blonde or is she brunette? Like,
I'm like this.
Was she the same person?
I'm like this with extensions too.
Yeah.
I think everybody's hair is naturally that long, and I'm like, wow, her hair is really long. I wonder how long it took her for her to grow it out. And we're just like, what are you talking about? Those are extensions. Like,
The
what?
girl's like playing with her hair down like by her belt buckle and like braiding it down
Like,
there.
took her
like,
years.
wow, that's like
Took her years.
Well, you know, because your mom's hair was naturally that long, like in
Yep.
the 70s. So like you would assume that everybody would put the work in.
You got to put the work in.
Put the work in for that hair,
Yep.
but babe, they don't.
They're
do
all
not.
liars. Everyone's a liar. Is what I'm finding out.
Oh, originally, the type, I think this may be more in the play. The types of the gals are supposed to be like a tall and slender one, and then a shorter one. Not necessarily rounder, but just one that's shorter.
Mm-hmm.
But with this one, the gals are like both pretty tall.
They're the same
They're
exact build.
almost the same, yeah. And
Yep.
they're like, yeah, fairly tall. Well, I mean, they're in like crazy tall heels, but I think also Lisa Kudrow is a tallish woman. Would we say?
Yeah, she's definitely taller than her co-stars in Friends.
Yeah, yeah. So instead, they decided like, let's just go with this idiot blonde power couple. That was like their vibe. So I think the height thing was fine with me. I don't think this would have been any better with playing the physical comedy of that.
I don't think so either. I mean, Wayne and Garth are about the same height too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah. Not my biggest qualm.
No,
We would say.
definitely not.
Let's talk about just some random trivia here. I did not like go into like facts about any of the actors in this. I am making a concerted effort to try to like clip through a little bit. I don't think this podcast should be longer than the movie itself, which is an hour and a half. So I'm gonna like get to it. Unless there's anybody from an acting standpoint, do you want to just generally talk about your thoughts on anybody?
Can we talk about Janine Garofalo?
Wasn't she great?
I
think she's so funny.
Garofalo putting on a comedic acting clinic around a bunch of chumps throughout this entire movie.
Exactly.
And I'm talking about people who I respect in other things.
Yeah.
Alan Cummings, I respect you in other things.
Absolutely.
You're
He's
trash in
great.
this movie. Justin Theroux, you are not a bad performer, even though you had a terrible Men's Health interview that made you look like such a dickbag. But at the same time, you're not a bad performer. But man, you look like a child who just is starting to act for the first time, and Garoppolo is acting circles around you. She just like makes everybody look terrible.
I know. And it's not even her best, but boy, is she like a breath of fresh air.
Yep.
As much as Janine Garofalo can be a fresh air breath when she's on stage or screen, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved her.
Yeah, I
Yep.
did too.
She got the gold star for the film for sure.
Yeah.
I just thought maybe she'd be married to Sandy by now.
Sandy Frank?
Yes, Sandy Frank. He could barely contain his erection every time she was around. Why do you think he always carried that huge notebook?
The Frankazoid and Michelle, I'm sure. Besides, didn't you have a thing for Sandy in high school?
I did not have a thing. I did not have a thing. I did not have a thing. I was very much in love with him. Very much in love, and there's a difference. There's a difference.
Besides that, I mean, like, we can talk about the others, but like I just said, I thought that there were some piss poor performances pretty much all around.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't, I didn't think it was funny.
No, it's not funny.
It's
not a very funny film.
Yeah.
I was telling Rach.
I don't know.
We were taking the girls for a walk before we watched this film, actually. And I was telling Rach, I had a friend who said when he saw Bridesmaids, he said, I don't understand why people think this movie's funny. It's just a bunch of women comedians trying to be funny and trying too hard, and it's annoying. And I thought in that moment, I don't know how much longer we're going to be friends. And which was real. Like, our friendship kind of had falling out. I was like, this movie is absolutely hysterical. It's one of the best movies of all time. It belongs up there in a conversation with Anchorman, 40-Year-Old Virgin, Superbad. It like belongs with the best.
Easily.
And then
that was also very millennial of you to pick those ones.
I know. Well, I have a certain taste. And then we watched this movie, And in my head, I kept thinking, this is just a bunch of women comedians trying to be funny, and they're not funny. And so there was part of me that was like, oh no, I'm doing exactly what I just talked about an hour ago with my friend with Bridesmaids. But
no, we've evolved. It's not funny. And it's not because they're women. It's because it's not funny. It wasn't written to be funny. I was listening to the writing of it. The delivery from the gals is garbage. Like, it's just, I don't think it's, I don't know. I don't get it. Ty, this is a cult classic.
No way.
It's a cult classic.
What do people do? Like when they go to the movie, what are they excited about? What are they pumped about?
I don't know.
Like what gets them on in their chairs?
Maybe the fashion. So the costumer for this was the same gal.
The fashion is kind of cool.
The fashion is fun.
So there's a point where like Romy's wearing this like shirt that's a card. And then she's got little dice for earrings. And so they match. There's a point where Lisa Kudrow, I don't remember what's on her shirt, but she's got like fruit.
Probably cherries.
Yeah, so it's like everything kind of goes together in a way that is kind of fun to see the fashion.
The fashion is fun. I will agree with you. And it's fun because it takes me back to like 97. 97,
Sure. Yep.
For those of you who don't know, 97 was a great time fashion-wise. It was crazy. And it was like Spice Girls, if that gives you kind of like a point of tension. Like it was bright, it was colorful, it was camp a little bit. It was a fun time, and it was the first time that a lot of that fashion had been seen before, like
this
90s
movie,
fashion, 90s early 2000s fashion.
This movie deserves to be in conversation with Spice World.
Yes,
I
think you hit it on the head.
They have a lot of similarities. They belong in the same conversation.
Both had great music.
Great music.
The music in Spice World was great, obviously, and the music in this one was great. It was great music.
The music is my favorite part of this whole movie. I wrote down, this music is the only reason to come to the movie.
Yeah.
Is just listen to the great soundtrack.
Well, and that's kind of how the budget went, because they ended up spending, what was it? I think $240,000 on the rights to the song Time After Time.
Oh, wow.
So, money well spent, I would say.
I loved it. I thought every song was well placed.
Yes.
It hit. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, I would say, the dance sequence that they use for Time After Time. They do an interpretive dance.
Yep.
It's the best part of the film. It's the 3-person interpretive dance with Alan Cummings and Romy and Michele, and it's the best part of the dance till Time After Time.
And to be fair about talents, Romy is doing like multiple turns in a row and like spotting and has like kind of perfect form and then does some goofy stuff. So there is some actual like dance ability coming from her.
Like actually not
she
too
knows
bad.
what she's doing.
Yeah, I agree.
And Alan Cummings being like a musical theater guy, he like knows what he's doing as well. But like
he's very aware of his body.
I did
and
not
space.
like Alan Cummings, and he's sometimes gets called my doppelganger, and I was slightly offended when I was watching this movie. I was like, this is what people think I look like or who I act like.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was offended is the best way to put it.
Yeah, you should be.
Okay, good. I was like, I don't see it, and I don't feel it, and I don't like it.
I at his best, I can see it at times. It's tricky though. His teeth are very long, and I noticed that especially in this one. And they're not good teeth, but he has very like long teeth. It's very mouse-like.
Yeah.
And he is also just like more stretched that way. I know you also like consider yourself more of a Bert than an Ernie when we're talking about like head shape and which way it goes. But like he's like to the next degree.
I would agree.
There's isms, but
I think
no,
isms are fine. And he on stage, he does some really cool stuff. He's really good as the MC in Cabaret and stuff. So hopefully that's what people were talking about. But if they're talking about this or like GoldenEye, where he's like, I'm invincible. Like those are if you feel that, don't say it to me, because I'll be offended. I'm to the point now where the Alan Cummings comp, I'm gonna get offended. And I'm gonna be like, F off.
Does anybody say that to you anymore?
No, I used to get it a lot, but no, not anymore. Yeah. No, I get the guy from Ferris Bueller still.
Oh, sure. Cameron.
Yep. And especially when he came back for Succession.
Sure.
Like, that came back as well.
Which is weird, though, because in Succession, as an actor at times, you also resemble Kendall a lot.
So, as I've been told that as a performer, I have some Jeremy Strong-isms, but I think from a looks perspective, I look like Cameron.
Yeah, I could see that. You could easily be in the Bros. In that family.
Be in the Succession Bros.
You'd be a Succession bro.
Hey, I'm the long lost bro. What's going on with the sale? I don't need anything. I'm good. I'm just here to be supportive.
Just here to be here. But back to the costume piece and how colorful those were. So the gal, Mona May, was also the costume designer for Clueless. She did the costumes for this and the stage production.
Clueless costumes are phenomenal. Talk about,
Yes.
okay, you want to
Now
talk about
we're
female
talking.
comedy?
Clueless.
Clueless, one of
is
the
excellent.
best movies of all time.
It's a wonderful film.
Yep.
It
And
really is.
I'm gonna say a number, and you're gonna be like, well, that's not that high tie. No, it actually is. I've seen a shit ton of movies, guys. Top 50 movie for sure,
Yeah.
no doubt.
I think that's great.
Maybe top 30. I don't know. There's just a lot of movies out there.
There's a lot.
And you're gonna be like, top 30. Come on, Ty. No, that's praise, man.
That's huge. Of
I've
all the
seen
films,
over 1,000 movies.
easily.
Easily.
Maybe this year.
This year alone, I probably have already seen 50 films.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I took film history classes and stuff where I have to watch like 12 that semester.
This is true.
So,
this
like,
is true.
I mean, I get a leg up in that sense. But, like, Clueless is amazing.
Yeah.
And her costuming in Clueless, excellent.
Iconic.
Yep.
Iconic. And honestly, I wonder if a part of the lore of this and the cult classic status of this film is due to the costume pieces. If the girls aren't in their matching pink and blue outfits, then I don't want it.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think this lasts past any further than it should have, which is not very far. It should not have. It should have gone straight to VHS.
How much of a cult classic is this?
I mean,
Do they do midnight shows? Do people
I don't know about that
come
part
together?
of it. What I'll say is that at like so much so that like say at an award ceremony, both Lisa Kudrow and Mia Cervera, I keep switching the Romy and Michele. They came out in like pantsuits. One was in like pink and one was in a blue pantsuit,
Wow.
kind of like Dumb and Dumber style.
Yeah.
And they came out and did like a little intro to somebody. So like it's like that recognizable. And this was
Sure.
like I'll say like a Globes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like that level of like cult classic.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Hollywood level of cult classic. I don't get it. I don't get it, Ty. I don't get it.
So they do the whole Wet Hot American Summer, like adults playing kids kind of thing, which can be really funny.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I didn't think that was funny in this one. It like was more off-putting. But I love it in Wet Hot American Summer, where you got obviously like 30-year-olds playing like 17-year-olds. I think that's so freaking funny.
Yeah, for sure. I think, yeah, they do it so much better in Wet Hot American Summer. They
gosh.
understand the assignment
Mhm.
and the execution is great. The execution for this, like if you told me the premise of this film and what we were going to work with here, like there's something there. There's a story there that can be really funny and really great, but I just don't think the execution was done well.
Yeah.
I wanted to laugh and I didn't laugh.
I wanted to laugh too.
I know you
I
did.
could have used a chipper film.
Could use a little pick me up. So random, we were talking about the whole like dumb blonde thing.
Mhm.
Well, Lisa Kudrow has a degree in biology from Vassar,
Okay.
and Mira Sorvino actually has a degree in Asian studies from Harvard, and so they actually nicknamed themselves on set "Smart and Smarter,"
Oh, nice.
which
Okay.
is cute. We like that. Let's see other people to talk about. Oh, this is the same high school that they filmed their scenes at is also the same high school that was used in Pleasantville and Biodome.
Okay.
I know you love Biodome.
I actually haven't seen Biodome in a long time. It's on my rewatch list. I liked it as a kid. I don't know if it holds up.
Yeah. Well, I will just say if you're going to put it on this, maybe preview a little bit before you put it on this list. Much to my chagrin, I should have previewed this a little bit before I subjugated all of us to this. I don't know if you noticed, but Sorvino's dress at the end, the blue dress, had a Star Trek emblem on it.
Oh, okay.
Did you notice that at all?
No.
So she's actually a big Trekkie. She loves Star Trek. And then she kind of like convinced the costume designer that her character would have been a big nerd in high school. And so like she should have like a Star Trek symbol on her ending dress. So Mana May was like, "You got it, girl. I can do that. I'm the Clueless designer. Have you ever heard of it? It's amazing." Other people. Oh, did you recognize there's the douchey jock boyfriend?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, did you
I mean,
recognize
they gave
him
like
at all?
a gross like beer belly thing too at the end.
Yeah,
I was like,
at
what is this weird
at the reunion he was
fake thing?
he was drunk and gross.
I did not recognize him.
All right, so he has a Friends connection, which
Okay.
is fun. He played, I was maybe 1 or 2 episodes. There was a character called Fun Billy.
Okay.
And I want to say that he dated, I want to say Monica. And then at one point, like, he's so fun, everyone like starts to like critique him a little bit, and then he becomes not so fun Billy.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember that. Like, that's what they call him, is not so fun Billy, because then he like is like really depressed and like cries all the time when he's around them, and yeah.
No,
doesn't
I don't
ring a
remember
bell.
this episode at all. No.
Your dad would know.
Yeah, he
I'm
would
gonna tell
know.
your dad. He
My
would
dad's
know.
seen everything. He loves Friends. He could watch it all day long.
And the only other trivia fact I have for you is about Post-its. So you know that the gals, the big thing with the Post-its is that they claim that they made Post-its. That's like their big like to do when they come back to the high school reunion to make themselves look cooler. Unfortunately, Post-its were actually invented in 1977, so the lie doesn't work on many a front.
Sure. Yep.
But you know, this was pre-internet, so how are the girls to know that?
Yep.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's talk about scenes, moments, thoughts, anything you have.
Yeah. I kind of already mentioned like the plot feels like it's kind of like pushed in amongst different sketches. This movie's very booby.
Very booby.
There's just a lot of like bouncing
Cleavage.
boobs everywhere. I was
Yeah.
just like, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. Very booby. Also, did you pick up on the 90s fat shaming?
Oh,
The discussion of weight
Sure,
was
yeah.
wild. And I know like a part of it was a joke. Like, oh yeah, I lost like 3 pounds and it was candy corn. Oh God, I wish I had your discipline. But like constantly like, oh yeah, we should lose weight for this too.
That's
like,
true, yeah. Yep.
Listening to it, I thought, oh my God, like people talk about how bad fat shaming was in the 90s. And I think like, no, it wasn't that bad. And then I'll watch films like this and think, I was watching this as like a 5th grader.
Sure, yeah.
Thinking like, yeah, let's work out and lose weight. Like these girls need to like drop a couple lbs.
Sure, yeah.
Like
yep.
it really icked me out. So I don't know. That did not age well. It was not funny to me.
Can we talk about the reunion the first time? Because they do two
Yes,
versions
let's
of
talk
the
about the
reunion.
reunions.
So the first reunion,
the dream sequence
is
reunion.
a dream reunion.
Yeah.
And it is, I didn't know what the hell was going on. The dream goes on for too long that it feels like you're in reality.
It did. I forgot.
And then I'm like going crazy. Rach can attest. I was like, what the hell is happening? And finally you're like, I'm going to put you out of your misery. This is a dream sequence. I was like, oh my God. I thought maybe it was, but like, it's just going on for so long. I thought, now I'm starting to think it's real.
I mean, when you didn't know when they flew out of the top of the limo, if they were sitting in a limo and they flew out of it and you were still like, what?
I thought the movie, because the movie already like is borderline insane. I thought they just were like, we're going over the top now.
Yeah, I just had to put you out of your misery. Like, Ty, it's a dream. It's a dream. Just
It was just
bear with me here.
crazy. I thought some of these choices are insane.
Yeah.
But that whole dream sequence is probably 15 minutes.
Yeah, it went on really long.
Because then they go into, they're old people all of a sudden, and the Romy and Michele are still mad at each other, and they're like flipping each other off while they're dying. And
Okay.
I was just like,
I will say the bit about they argued before the dream sequence. They argued about who's the Mary in Mary Tyler Moore and who's the crap, I can't think of her.
You want to know what's funny?
You didn't get it?
I didn't know who they were referring to.
Oh,
I thought at first
yeah.
I was like, oh, is
Rona.
I thought, are those the characters in Thelma and Louise? And I was like, no, dumbass. The characters' names are Thelma and Louise. So it's obviously not them that they're referring to. So I was like, I don't know who this is then.
They were referring to the Mary Tyler Moore Show, which maybe in '97 would have been like closer to
Maybe.
like you would have known that. I knew it at the time. And I knew it now, so
But
maybe that's also a gal
But you
thing.
watched Nick at Night.
I know.
I did not.
I'm cultured.
I never watched Mary Tyler Moore ever.
You should. That's actually a really good show.
I bet it's great.
It's
But I
great.
mean, for somebody like me who's never seen that show, I needed them to be like, off the Mary Tyler Moore show, are you Mary or are you so-and-so? I
Rona.
need them just to put that up for me a little bit more.
Sure.
And instead, I was just confused the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know who
I
these
get it. I
freaking
get it.
characters are.
Yeah. But I did think that was funny, their argument. But that's also because I understood the context of it.
Sure.
I'm the Mary. You're the Rona.
See, but I don't even know what that means because I never saw the show. Like,
Rona's not as cute as Mary. She's like the sidekick friend.
oh,
Mary
okay.
Tyler Moore is like, fuck Mary Tyler Moore. Come on. She's like pinnacle.
You are not cuter, Michelle.
I am so cuter. It's like common knowledge, Romy. Everybody thinks so. I'm the Mary and you're the Rhoda.
That's ridiculous. You're the roadie. You're the Jewish
Oh
one.
my God, I'm talking cuteness-wise, Romy, okay? And cuteness-wise, I'm the Mary.
That's crazy. You have absolutely no proof that you're cuter.
Oh, proof? You want proof? Okay, fine. Who lost their virginity first?
Oh, big wow with your cousin Barry. I wouldn't brag about it.
So are we supposed to think at the end that they're in a throuple? Alan Cummings and Romy and Michele, they all go out together into the helicopter after this interp dance.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's just a girlfriend and her maybe soon-to-be boyfriend and her friend tagging along.
Okay.
No, I know they did an interpretive dance. And, in the dance world, when you do an interpretive dance like that, it would simulate
That you're all three having sex.
that you're all having sex. That's
Yep.
That's what that
Every
dance
time I
meant.
dance with somebody, I think about that. I'm like, we're simulating sex.
This is
this
what this means on stage.
Not now in this club, but if we were to take what we're doing in this club and we were to put it on stage
Mm-hmm.
and have some mood lighting and put an audience in front of us, we're having sex.
Just what it is.
Just want you to know that.
Can argue about
That's
it all
actually
you
my
want.
pickup line whenever I'm at a club. Hey, did you know if we were on stage right now and we had a crowd watching us, we'd be having sex. This would be sex. And they usually then turn around.
Run.
They do the spin-off. And I'm like, oh, where are they going?
Roll off.
Oh, conflict. Exciting. This story just got taken up a notch.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so compare the two reunions, the dream one versus the one that they go to.
Uh-huh.
Which one do you want to go to?
I mean, both of them, from having a good time, they both would be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the music was fun. It's fun to get dressed up.
Mhm.
Looked like they was in a nice banquet hall. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I think both of them are fine. But as far as, the things that happen at them, I don't care about either one.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about more of the setting. I thought it was interesting because in the dream one, everybody is in really nice suits and almost in 80s dresses.
Sure,
It takes
yep.
it back it's basically the high schoolers in their 80s prom outfits.
Yeah.
Versus when you go to the real
that's
one,
true. That's a
they're
good point.
still. I also thought that people were very dressed up a lot for this reunion, and
Yeah.
I thought that I've only been to one reunion, and that was your 10-year, and people were not rolling up in suits
You
and
wore shorts
long
and
dresses.
a polo.
Yeah. We were at a golf club.
Yep.
We were having drinks beside the golf club, which was great. I had a fun time.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you rolled up in a suit, you would look
You
like
look
an
like a
idiot.
clown.
Yeah, a clown.
Yep.
Yeah. But I have high hopes for my 20-year. I think suits, I think evening gowns.
You should wear the prom dress that you wore your senior year.
Yeah, I have to find it. I wonder where it's at. Probably in my mom's closet somewhere.
You know what all fathers say to their sons before they go to prom?
No, I don't want to hear it.
Nothing hits the floor faster than a prom dress, son.
Nothing hits the floor faster. Gosh. Did your dad say that to you on prom night?
No comment. I plead the fifth. I refuse to disparage my father on this podcast.
And will you be saying that to our son or daughter on
Hey,
their prom
son.
night?
You know nothing hits the floor faster than a prom dress.
Oh,
Don't
my
you know that,
gosh.
Ty Jr.? Come here, Junior.
I'm going to be whacking the back of your head if that comes out your mouth.
No, but okay, I have a story. Can I tell it?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know if I can either.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I will undisclosed person.
Okay.
I once went to homecoming
Mhm.
with a gal.
Mhm.
She did not go to my school.
Okay.
And she wore a dress that was very, very much like she fit into Romy and Michele. Like, it was very booby.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
It's like pink?
I overheard my mom and some of her friends, and they were talking. Well, I think we were taking pictures or we were interacting or whatever. And my mom goes, "Well, you know why he took her." And then my mom's friend goes, "Gosh, that dress, she's so booby." And I was like, "Mom and friend, why are you doing this? What if she hears you?"
I love the word that booby is.
It's funny because I actually went with
adjective.
her as a friend. Nothing happened.
You know why she picked her, right?
She was dating another guy. I was just like, I just wanted to go with somebody different that wasn't like somebody from school. I wanted to do the one time where you take somebody who doesn't go to your school.
The one time.
That was like
everybody
that
does
was
it.
honestly my
One
goal for
time.
that homecoming is like I want to go to homecoming with somebody who doesn't go to our school.
Yeah, I don't get that. Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. It really didn't matter, but
I feel like that would
at
be
the
more
time-
work for me because then I have to like worry about
Well-
how they're feeling all night versus like I just go with somebody that I like or that's already friends with all of my friends and I don't got to worry about them, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I had just done a community theater show, so there were a lot of prospects of gals to take.
Oh, wait. What? Can you? Can we stop?
Oh, I'll say it again.
Yeah,
I'll say
can
the
you
whole. I'll say
Can we
the whole
circle
thing
back?
again.
Can you say that one more time just so I
Yeah.
heard you correctly? What'd you say?
I had just done a community theater play, so there were a lot of prospects available.
Okay, good. I did hear it correctly.
Oh yeah, you heard it. Now the girl I wanted
Oh.
to take, she went to Bancroft Rosalie. A
What?
small town in
Bancroft,
Nebraska.
Rosalie? Is that
Yeah.
two words
Oh,
there?
Yep.
Okay.
She combined town, like
Okay.
up Point Jefferson.
Sure.
And she liked to ride horses. Me and horses, I never get to ride them. And so she was like a dream girl for me. And I wanted so badly to ask her. She was a grade above me, though. I was going to be a junior. She was going to be a senior.
Ooh.
So she was cool. She was hot. She looked like a Viking princess. She's tall and blonde.
Dang.
And rode horses
Wow.
from a small town in Nebraska. Husker fan. Had it all.
Like the perfect woman.
Perfect
you just
woman.
described.
Like if I could construct a woman,
Yeah.
it would be that.
Freaking Nebraskan Valkyrie over
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Nebraskan Valkyrie. That's a good way to put it. And I wanted to ask her, but I kind of just didn't work up the courage.
Oh.
I was too much of a coward. I remember I had a note to give her the last day we were going to the cast party.
Uh-huh.
And as I was driving in, I was like, I had to go drop somebody off or do something before going to the cast party. I didn't realize she was only going to make like a quick appearance. So as I'm driving in, she's driving away.
No.
And I've got a note to give her to like ask her on a date. And I'm with Trev in the car.
Uh-huh.
And as I watch her pass by, I am looking over at her and I'm completely devastated.
Yeah.
And Trev sees it right away. He's like, I'm 16 at the time. I think Trev's 8.
Uh-huh.
And he was in the show with me. He played like little me before I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And I pull over to the side of the road and I just sit there for a second. And Trev's like, Ty, are you okay? And everything. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I'm just kind of sitting there. And then finally I'm like, okay. And then I just went to the cast party and I blew my chance.
Oh.
Because this isn't Facebook. I can't just message her. I didn't even have a cell phone, I don't think, at the time.
Sure.
I think I got a cell phone the next year.
Oh.
And so there's no way for me to communicate with her unless I was going to try to find her home phone number. And that's a big reach.
That's a big call.
Yep.
Big overstep, I would say, too.
Absolutely.
You would feel a little like, what are you doing calling my home? Who is this?
Yeah, you almost feel like you're being a creeper.
Yeah.
You have
But
to be
have no other
tactical about
way.
it. And I thought the note allows her a way that she's gonna leave. She can follow up on it. She doesn't have to follow up on it.
Yeah.
There's no
Ball's in your
stress. She can
court.
read it later. You do whatever you want with it. Ball goes in your court. No
Yeah.
stress.
Yeah, but then you can rest your head on the pillow like you shot your shot.
Shot
you
my
know?
shot.
Babe, this is a very sad story. I don't know if I've ever heard this story before.
I don't know if I've ever told you this story.
I don't think you've told any of us
The
this
Nebraskan
story.
Valkyrie.
The
I like calling
Nebraskan
her
Valkyrie. Wow.
that. Yep.
The one that got away. The one that drove away.
The one that drove away. So that's who I wanted to take to homecoming.
Ah.
But instead, according to my mom, I took Big Boobs McGee.
Not her real name, by
But
the way.
There were a lot of prospects that summer.
So many prospects.
I had a lot of options. Okay, I've got another story from this show. It's Romy and Michele. Do we really have anything else to talk about with Romy and Michele?
No, I'm getting ready to
Okay.
go into the budget. So you go. You take
I think it's
it.
time for another story.
But I was trying to keep it short, just so you know.
Well, come for the movie, stay for the stories, baby.
Okay,
Isn't that
I
what
love
we
it.
do?
I love it, I
okay.
love it. Go
so,
on, go off.
and
Go
put
off,
it in,
queen.
make sure you put it in the summary. Hey, this is more about Ty's stories than it is about anything else. So, no, go into the reviews. We'll get to it later.
What do you mean we'll get to it later? This is the time. I'm not going to set you up like this again. You'll never have another setup unless you need time to think
I
about
forgot what story I was going to
it.
tell you.
Oh, okay,
to be
very
honest
good.
with
Well,
you.
that's fine. That's
we were
totally
talking
different.
about we were talking about homecomings and proms.
Yeah, I was talking about I was talking about the reunions and like comparing them to each other and like how one was like more of like an evening gown situation. And then we were saying we're going to dress up really nice for my 20th. We're going to show up like in suits and dresses. And...
Yeah, but that's not what it was.
Mhm.
I was going to tell you another, I think, homecoming story, but
Okay.
I can't remember what it was now.
That's all right.
So we'll have to continue
You
forward.
can interrupt me if it pops into your head.
Yeah,
I do
I
want to
will.
hear it.
Dang, I wonder what it was.
Ah.
I can't believe I lost it so fast.
If you remember it, we can also tell it after the episode.
Okay, I've got grad school brain. I'm sorry, everybody.
What did you think of Romy's voice?
It was Garth's voice. I felt like she was
Oh,
trying to do Garth.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay. She didn't bring up Garth when talking about the voice.
Even the talking out of the side of the mouth kind of thing. Oh, that man's a dead man.
Sure, I can see that. She says that she based the voice off of her niece, who was a Valley girl at the time, but that she wanted to lower it so that it sounded more mature. And so it's like this Valley girl meets John Wayne situation. Yeah, can you do your best Romy voice?
No, you can do it.
Oh, I know. Hey, everybody. So we meet again. I did like that line. That line made me laugh. That's what she says to like the mean girls when she shows up at the reunion. Hey, everybody. So we meet again.
She does do a thing where she laughs, she smiles with one side of her mouth, and it reminds me of you when you were a little kid.
Sure. I can see that.
Yep.
I see a lot of me in her, for sure.
Yeah, you guys are pretty much the same person.
There was a TV movie in 2005. It was a prequel for this. I'm telling you, cult classic status, babe.
Oh my gosh.
This was called Romy and Michele in the beginning. It had the original writer on it as the director.
Oh, I remember the story.
Okay, one more thing I gotta tell you about this before I lose it.
It doesn't have to do with Homecoming.
And Katherine Heigl. Have you ever heard of her?
I've heard of her.
Have you heard of her?
Hottie with the body.
I don't know if she's Romy or
27
Michele.
dresses, so good.
She probably was Romy in it, I bet. And Paula Abdul made a cameo in that little prequel, 2005 TV movie. Okay, Ty, story time.
Okay, it goes back to the same play. The musical. We were doing Once on This Island, all white cast. Number one, that's funny in itself. It's supposed to be all black cast.
Yeah.
It was all white.
Problematic.
Problematic, to say the least. I was playing Daniel, who's like the love interest guy. He's pretty much Prince Eric, because the Little Mermaid adaptation of the Caribbean story. And so I was like Prince Eric.
Okay.
I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what was going on. I was doing a lot of weird fashion-y stuff at this time.
Okay.
Number one, first weird choice. I would wear. Did you ever make it far enough in Dragon Ball Z where Gohan is starting to wear like bandanas?
No, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember seeing him in episodes with that.
So you wear it on your head, not on like around your neck. You wear it like over your
like
hair.
Karate Kid style.
Like Karate Kid style, but only like imagine the bandana goes all the way over your head.
Oh wait,
like
what?
a dome, and then you tie it in the back.
Like Michael Scott.
Yeah, like Michael Scott. Yes. You're in the right realm now.
Oh, no.
Okay. So Gohan was doing that. And so I just tried it out. But the only bandana that my dad had that was big enough for me to do this was an American flag one.
Oh, my God.
And so I would come sometimes to rehearsal with an American flag bandana tied over my head. Like a hat. And I think back on it, I'm like, you look like such
like a biker.
a clown. Yeah, like a biker.
Like a biker, but it's
So
you
funny.
in high school.
And then what I would also do, I remember there was a time. I'm so full of shame. If you watch Big Mouth, the shame wizard is here in the room right now. So there was another time. I was wearing a backwards hat and sunglasses.
Okay.
And I don't know why. I continue to wear it inside.
Uh-huh.
So, like, imagine you're at rehearsal.
Yeah.
And you're looking at all the cast of kids on stage. And there's one kid who's wearing a backwards cap and sunglasses on stage.
I mean, the hat's not crazy, but, like, you didn't take your sunglasses off inside?
Babe, I did. No, I'm getting here.
Oh.
Listen to this story. I don't know if I thought I was just hot shit or what was going on. Like I said, the shame wizard is in the room right now. There was one moment where I remember they were like, hey, Ty, can you do this thing or whatever? And I was like, sure, hold on, let me take these off. I took the sunglasses off and I went and I handed them to a girl in the audience who was just sitting there watching the rehearsal, you know, like waiting for their time to go on stage. I was like, here, hold on to these for me. Some sort of big shot.
Yeah, and you were
so
doing
you think you are a big shot, do you?
You're doing her such a favor.
Yeah,
like, here you go, little lady. Why don't you hold on to these for me? And you're like the Fonz or something.
Oh my gosh.
You were flying high
my
that summer. My goodness.
I was on a whole nother level.
The prospects were aplenty.
Wow. I don't know who I was, but I was a different person for that summer.
You stepped into it for a bit, saw how it felt. You're like, all right, I can't really keep this up. This is exhausting, but now I know. That's what it's like to be Joe Cool. Very good. Very good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Can you
wow.
imagine this kid? I think this kid is somebody who I like want to punch in the face like now as a director.
Well, I think all of us want to punch our younger selves in the face at one point or another. That's the part of growing up.
What I hope
it's okay.
I hope I only did each of these things one time. But I don't know that to be true.
It's the hope. We always hope.
Hope and pray.
Yeah, I would just say, as I say to myself, like be gentle with younger Ty. Like he didn't know half the things that you know now. So he deserves some grace.
I mean, he was
Give him
filming
a
a big
hug.
summer movie with his best friends and like he was doing he got self-tanned that summer, so he looked like he's from the Caribbean. He's probably feeling really hot on himself.
Yeah.
He felt like King Cock.
Yeah. Just, it's okay. Just give him a little noogie like, come here, you little knucklehead.
Well,
it's all right.
No wonder the Nebraskan Valkyrie left early. He's like, yeah, there's no prospects here.
I mean,
I'm going to go home.
Now that you've painted what else was going on that summer with the bandanas, the glasses inside, maybe it's better not to know what could have been.
Oh, my gosh.
Somebody decided in Seattle that this would be fun to put into a musical.
Oh, my gosh.
So in 2017... the book, written also by the same writer, made it like a little musical. Obviously, it didn't leave the Seattle shores, but songs were things like Businesswoman Special.
Okay.
I think that's actually kind of funny. Now I understand it after watching it. Businesswoman Special, they're like in their businesswoman outfits, and they go to like a diner, and they're asking for like, do you have like food for businesswomen? Like, we're businesswomen. Do you have like a businesswoman special?
Do you have some sort of businesswoman special? Come again? Well, we're businesswomen.
Yeah, from LA.
And some places have like a lunch special
For business women.
We don't have anything like that.
Well, then why don't you just give us 2 burgers and fries and Diet Cokes because we're in a hurry?
We're doing Tucson later. For a business thing,
What kind of business you in?
That's actually kind of like, it's making me like softly smile right now. Not laughing, but like I'm softly smiling at the remembering of it now.
I don't feel the smile.
You don't feel it?
Personally, no.
You don't feel it tugging at the corners of your mouth?
Actually.
Okay, very good. Other songs were called I Invented Post-its and Changing Lives One Outfit at a Time.
Okay.
So there's that. Okay, sequel news. One of the reasons why I decided to take us on this journey. The writer, Schiff, who now actually works on the show Emily in Paris, is currently working on the screenplay.
That show is also, like, I've never seen it, but people trash that show.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Like
I saw a little bit of the first season. It was...
I think
whatever.
I think there's like 2 camps. There's the camps that are like, I'm in it. I'm here to see like cool fashion and see cool sights and watch her fall in love.
Very
That's all it's about. I don't care about anything else. And then people who are like about like storytelling and acting and things like that are like, this is a complete waste of time. So yeah, you have kind of 2 camps that are fighting about that show.
Visually wise, it's very pretty. Like obviously it takes place in Paris. It's very vibrant colors. Like if you liked the fashion in this, you'd love the fashion there. It's a little bit like Sex in the City when you're like, what are you wearing? Like, what? That's normal people aren't wearing that, but it's a fashion magazine or show or blog in Paris, so it's gonna get weird with the fashion.
Sure.
But there it is. Kudrow and Servino are going to be the executive producers for the sequel, and Servino, and I'm gonna do my best Romy impression when I give you what she said. I'll do my best. I just still want Romy and Michele to be as relatable, but also as dumb and lovable as they ever were. Motherfucker. Like, I don't think that they've learned that much in the time between, but they still have that unstoppable spirit, that friendship, and that idiocy that makes everyone kind of love them. And so that essential nature of them and the heart that's at the center of that heart has to be there.
Nice. That's pretty good.
I got it there eventually. That's a little tricky. She's weird. I'm not quite doing it justice because it's like it's its own thing.
Sure.
I'm honestly probably doing more of like a Valley girl, and she is a Romy. Like it's its own accent. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
It's like John Wayne. It's its own accent. It's not Southern. It's not cowboy. It's John Wayne. Budget for this, $20 million?
Wow. Okay.
Unsure. Opening weekend, April 25th, 97, it made $7 million.
Okay.
Opened number 2 behind Volcano.
Oh, sure. Okay. I haven't seen Volcano forever.
I've never seen it, and I probably never will.
Nope, not going on the list. I'll tell you that
And
much.
I never will see it. Worldwide, it made $29 million.
Oh. So, what I found out about these budgets,
Yeah.
they never include marketing.
Okay.
And so you can almost like double their budgets for marketing a lot of times.
Sure.
And so that whenever we say like, this is a new discovery I found out, like
Mm-hmm.
this movie made 30 million and it only costs 15. It's like, oh, so it made money. It's like, nah, it kind of just broke even.
Yeah. I feel like this maybe broke even, but it's also a cult classic, so I don't know. Like
It might
maybe
have done better after the fact.
Yeah, I don't know how it takes into like VHS sales.
Yeah, usually they don't.
Because this would have been VHS, just so y'all know. Reviews. Call it Bill and Ted with attitude or a toothless, clueless. You wish.
You wish. Don't even bring it in a conversation with Clueless.
Don't even touch this.
Bill
Keep
and
your
Ted's-
name out your mouth.
Bill and Ted's is on our Summers Off list. I don't think we're going to get to it next season, but in a couple years. And what I'll say is, I think you'll like it better than this.
Either way, the film uses the best lines in the first 40 minutes and only comes to life whenever the splendidly grouchy Janine Garoppolo is on screen.
I mean, that's truth.
That's The Independent. I would say, yeah, I
The
like
Brits,
that.
they know what they're talking about.
They know what they're talking about. They don't have the wool pulled over their eyes,
Yep.
you know, like we do. Bunch of sheep over here. Robert Ebert gave this 3 out of 4 stars.
Get out of here. What?
He did. I know. This is one of the wildest Ebert reviews I feel like I've ever come across. He
That's
says,
crazy.
one of the brightest and goofiest comedies in a while, a film that has a share of truth but isn't afraid to cut loose with the weirdest choreography I have seen outside of a 1960s revival. I like that he's bringing up the choreography because, again, that is the best part of the film.
And it is a very bright and colorful movie.
It
I thought the
is.
color
It
palette was
is.
actually pretty cool.
But, like, 3 out of 4 stars,
No,
Ty?
that's insane.
3 out of 4
that's
stars?
That's insane. I'll be honest. I'm surprised if it's 1 out of 4. Or maybe it should be half out of 4.
Yeah. It's garbage. Guys, I'm sorry. It's garbage. MTV Movie Awards for Best Dance Sequence. It was only nominated. It did not win. Which actually, and I couldn't find like what was nominated that year or actually what won. But I was kind of surprised by that because this is a great dance sequence and it probably should have won at least that award.
Sure. Yeah.
A 3-person dance sequence to time after time.
Yeah.
Like that should win every time.
Yeah. And you think about it, it probably isn't up against a lot.
Yeah. Just that year. Did anyone
But what
else
if
dance?
that was the year that Center Stage came out?
97. Oh,
You know what I
snap.
mean?
Babe,
Like-
you're probably pretty close.
What if there was a really great movie that had a really cool dance
dance
sequences
sequence? Yeah. That's not untrue. Or like could have been that, could have been like Save the Last Dance, you know? Who knows?
Yep.
So
Who
many
knows?
dance movies around that time.
Yep.
I don't know when the Step Ups came.
I know.
Is that after this?
Maybe we're
later.
Maybe we're
Are we
already
in step-up
multiple step
territory?
ups. So who knows?
All right, you ready for critics' consensus?
Ready.
All right, Romy and Michele's high school reunion has admittedly a slight premise, but it's elevated by ample heart, an infectiously playful spirit, and the buoyant chemistry of Lisa Kudrow
What?
and Mira Sorvino. Rotten Tomatoes score.
What?
Are you ready for this?
This is all positive.
Are you ready for the Rotten Tomatoes score, Ty?
This is going to be fresh.
Why don't you tell me what you think it is?
I think it's a 65%.
Is that what it should be?
No, I think that's what they have it marked as.
Higher.
75.
Yes. Rotten Tomatoes score 75%. Audience 66%.
Dudes, I don't know.
So slightly more discerning.
Well, now I'm worried. I've been trashing this movie all episodes. It's probably been very painful for some of you.
That's fine. Honestly, guys, this is one Ty and I are going to diverge. We are actually in lockstep on this film, much to the chagrin of our listeners. I thought that this was going to be like a battle, but I watched it again. You guys, I would just say you can like it all you want, but go back and watch it and like watch it with like a critical eye. You don't have to be like an asshole critical eye, but just watch it with like any eye.
I like bad comedies. I like Saving Silverman. I think it's so funny.
Sure.
And it's a bad comedy, but
Yeah.
and people trash it all the time, and I'm like, yeah, it's bad. I love it.
Sure.
So I get it. This was not one for me.
No.
I was not having a good time.
It didn't work for me. It didn't work for me.
I would much rather go watch Mac and Me.
I would too. I would watch Mac and Me again.
Yeah.
I had a good time watching Mac and Me though.
Blast. Talk about best dance. That was better than the interpretive dance.
Best
the
dance
McDonald's
sequence of my life.
The McDonald's dance sequences, because there's multiple. They all should have been nominated
Inside,
against
outside.
each other. Those are way superior to this triple threat improv dance and interpretive dance. Yeah, this movie doesn't even hold a candle to Mac and Me.
Not even a candle.
Do you want my thing?
You know I do.
Okay.
Let's get it.
This movie is like going to a high school production of Rent. They're really feeling it. They're pounding their hearts. They're swaying their hips. They're thinking this is the most important show of their lives. I feel like I might have done this for camp, by the way. It's a very similar review, I think. But really, they're off key. They're gyrating uncontrollably, and they're delivering an exuberant turd to us. It is at 13%, tied with Camp, and above Ladybugs. It's below The Holiday, surprisingly. Hey, people who love Holiday, there you go. And it is above It Takes Two as well. Or below It Takes Two.
Oh, okay.
Below It Takes Two and The Holiday.
Wow.
Yeah.
13%.
13%. One of my lowest scores.
Yeah. Well, I also have a doozy for you. I have this at 4%.
Wow.
This is one of my lowest scores. It is right above Big Trouble in Little China.
Okay.
Which honestly probably needs a rewatch at this point.
Yeah,
now.
I think you would raise it above this.
And just below Holiday Touchdown.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
4%.
Very good. The Hallmark movie.
Yep.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I hated this. I didn't. It wasn't like a fun hate either.
Yeah.
And maybe there was a world where that happens for most people when they watch it. But I missed the fun part of the hate.
Yeah, it wasn't very fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to apologize to you personally,
Oh, it's
not
okay.
to the listeners, because you guys got some good facts out of this and you heard some hilarious stories about Ty. But I want to apologize to you for putting you through that last night.
Oh, you sweet pea.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is I know your last movie, and it is going to be fun.
Yeah, we'll have a good time.
We're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
So, listeners, if you feel discouraged right now, don't worry. The good times are ahead.
Don't worry. We're going to pull this up.
My next movie is an absolute ball buster. I've seen it in the last 5 years. Holds up to a T. It's actually better than I remembered it. I was like, this movie is classic grade A material. It's actually one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't want to hype it up too much.
Done. Too late.
I love this next movie. And I know what Rachel's final movie is. Super stoked to see it. Think it's going to be great. We're going to have great conversations.
Yeah,
it's going to go around something I think everybody's going to be pumped and excited for. So, yeah, you had to do Running Man. You had to do Romy and Michele. You had to do Mac and Me. Sometimes life's not all fun in games. Sometimes you have to do a little work before you can have some fun and play. So that's what you did. You just got through the work.
Yeah, the work. We did the work.
You did the work, baby.
Now let's have some fun.
What
do we have next week?
Next week, we're going to go to a place. We are going to go to, well, here, let me my setup.
Intro
I have
ever.
a setup, but I don't know how to get there.
Okay.
I'm just going to say,
Just keep rambling about
welcome to The Rock.
Needs to become a part of your muscle memory. Spray every time before you go, even if you don't think it's going to be a stinky one.
Rach
Just do
gets
it.
so mad because poopery, you're supposed to spray it into the bowl.
Yeah, you have
and
to do
then
it
you're
before.
supposed to go to the bathroom.
It's not a post
But
thing.
I am used to Glade and all these other things where you spray after. And so that's what I do. It's just motor memory. I'm like, I spray it after, and you're like, that's not how it works.